Dudes and dudettes of YouTube land, it's Frank with What's the Point EDC. It's Survive Knives EDC-4 and Elmax time, you guys. Let's go ahead and get straight into this thing. So, I've already done my hard use demonstration with this knife. It passed with absolute flying colors. I couldn't have asked for a better knife. It really did good. It excelled in everything, and it did poor in nothing. It did everything I wanted it to and then some. So this is Elmax. I've never used Elmax before. Let's start this one off by talking about why I say that this Elmax impressed me so much. We're going to start with the heat treatment. First, this is heat treated at Peter's Heat Treat. So Survive has their Elmax heat treated at 60.5 HRC with a double cryo and a triple temper. That way to get the maximum potential out of the steel that they can possibly get while making it as tough as possible and as corrosion resistant as possible. So I've really enjoyed using this knife because it held its edge very good. One thing that did happen was I have two little minor, very, very minor edge damages. I want to show you something really quickly here. I want to show you this so that I can show you guys, even though it has that little tiny bit of edge damage, it cuts like a champ. It's a 100% working edge still. Now, the only thing I did was I touched it up with a ceramic, just a simple ceramic stone, and then stropping. Just a very simple strop, nothing serious. Right here it is. Little piece up here, my little right here. That's it. Green compound, nothing special. And golly, man, this is impressive. It got its edge. It never lost its edge, but it got the edge back after I did a little bit of stropping. Now, the edge damage is still there. Now, let me explain to you why the edge damage is even there in the first place. Two reasons. One, I threw the knife 10 times. Out of the 10 times that I threw it, I stuck it 8. So 2 times I missed. There's rocks. Everything was, it's just, I'm at the side of the river on the riverbank, just throwing. I didn't clear any rocks out. I didn't pick anything up. So whatever it landed on, it landed on. So I did acquire some damage from that and from me cutting through some steel belt. And I didn't show a whole bunch of stuff that I actually did with this on camera because it was literally almost 3 hours of footage that I had to break down into under 20 minutes. So it's hard to do. But I give you guys the majority of what you need to see. So I feel like I give you guys the best of my recordings. I don't give you guys everything. It just takes too much time. But I had no problems at all with the ergonomics in this knife. No problems. No hand fatigue. There was no shocks. No impacting from the batoning. I did some chopping with it. I know it's not a chopper, but I wanted to chop with it so I could see if I was going to have any edge rolling. Now, I do have those 2 spots, but that is not from normal use. That's from it probably hitting the ground or through the steel belt that I attempted to cut through. And yeah, it was ridiculous. But anyway, I digress. So this is a factory second. I want to say something about Survive Knives factory seconds. Their factory seconds are better than most companies' best product on their best day. And he still gives a discount on these. Think about that. Look at this. Look at the quality of this. It's all still there. It's just certain things on this knife didn't pass what he calls a good enough. It just didn't make it for what he wants to sell for full price. So what happens is he'll make it a factory second. All Survive knives that are factory seconds will have a 2 right there. So that is how you can identify a factory second from a actual first, from the full-on knife. This right here was JG10 scales that I've writ dyed, and I think it looks very good. It's kind of translucent still. Not that you can tell in this lighting, but you can really see that micro texturing. That's really good micro texturing. T25 custom hardware, stone washed to match the finish of the blade, hidden lanyard tube. Now let me say something real quick. I do want to say that during heat treatment, Survive doesn't lay their knives down like this. Let's move this. They don't lay down on a sheet. They hang their knives. You see that right there? That's not just a lanyard tube. That actually aids in them hanging their knives for heat treatment. So it's a free hanging knife, so no warpage can occur, so there's no heat transfer or anything. That is so ingenious. This one is a saber ground version. Actually, I want to show you another one real quick while we're right here at it. This is also an EDC-4. This is a MagnaCut version. Cerakoting, saber ground, but this one has the fullers, micarta scales. So both of these knives are the exact same knife other than the steel and the finish and the scale material. Excellent stuff. Which one would you pick? If you were going to pick one, which one would you go for? Are you going to go for the MagnaCut or are you going to go for the Elmax? I really don't know which one I would go for. I really like this, just the whole pattern of how this is done. You know, it just matches the sheath really good. At the same time, though, look at that sexy Elmax, that sexy red and black. I mean, it just looks good. You can see the crown spine of the knife all the way around, shadow boxed in, looking good. That's a sexy freaking knife if I ever saw one. This guy is too. They're both just really good knives. Which one would you pick? Good stuff. So the MagnaCut is 62.5 to 63 HRC. So you're right smack on where you need to be. That's good stuff. Whenever you get a Survive knife, you can expect to have top notch. Now, I want to talk about the sheath real quick. Not that this has anything to do with the hard use of that, but this sheath is well thought through. Drainage channel, drainage hole, but the drainage channel, because the water has to have somewhere to go, especially if it has a tight fit like these do. This has a offset right here and the belt loop right here. I don't know the company that makes these. Maybe if I can find it out, I'll put it in the comments so everybody can see it. So during use, I found that no matter what way I held this knife, it wasn't uncomfortable. Whether I held it like this, whether I held it in a reverse grip for stabbing motions, or whether I just held it just in a normal like skinning grip almost, I had no issue at all. The spine felt really good in hand. This hidden lanyard tube right here just works good. There's no hot spots anywhere. The point is magnificent. It held up very good through all testing. These knives are excellent. If you're looking for a very good EDC fixed blade that is USA made, that have the best heat treatment possible, the best edge geometry, amazing hand melt and ergos, look no farther. I mean, this is an awesome knife. Peter's heat treatment does some of the best heat treatments you can possibly get. And that's a fact. You can ask around and you will quickly find out that Peter's heat treatment is awesome. So shout out to Peter's heat treatment for giving us awesome heat treatments for our knives. These are our tools and we need the best that we can get out of them. And so I just wanted to go ahead and put a quick video out on the EDC-4 and Elmax to tell you guys that Survive's Elmax is crazy. It really is. So I've been invited back up to the shop so I can get my knives resharpened by him, and he's going to show me how to do a little bit of sharpening and maybe a little bit more of some shop talk, maybe some shop tour. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Put it in the comments, you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. And I appreciate Guy for hooking it up, for giving me this knife for testing, a direct comparison testing between Elmax and MagnaCut. Next video up is Elmax and MagnaCut head to head. What do you think? Are you trying to see it? Let me freaking know. Shout out to Guy. Shout out to all you guys out there. Without you guys, there is no WTP. You guys are what makes the channel what the channel is. Fist bump to you. So with that being said, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. Stay strong and live long. If you're struggling with bad thoughts, reach out and talk to somebody. It is okay to talk. Never quit quitting and never give up. Take it easy and stay greasy, y'all. Survive Knives EDC-4. Peace.